Hey guys, DMic here for another episode of Super Mario Galaxy. Hope everybody's ready for some more rockin' content in the engine room. We have 55 stars and we need 60 to get to the quote-unquote final boss of the game. So we're gonna hopefully get those 5 stars today. That would be very useful. So this was actually a star that I intended to do last time, but I didn't. I took an alternative path. We did the two travel around the weird geometry and hit the pads star instead, so it is what it is. But today we're gonna do the intended mission. We're headed back here to the old Mario. That's, for some reason, green instead of brown. In this case, the reasoning for that is legitimate. The game is treating the areas of Mario. Oop. Sorry, Mario, got you fried. They're using the green areas as the platforms, which are normally brown on his 8-bit sprite. So it's intentional. It's meant to be there. Normally, Mario is a brunette Italian man. So this path we took originally. We did the Hungry Luma. That's why this level in particular is kind of nice, because it gives you a ton of star bits. So if you need to come back here for later editions where you're feeling kind of screwed, not enough star bits, this is a good one to do it. You can get anywhere between, 150 to 200 on a successful visit. We could please get this. Okay, well that's that's just rude. I can't get to the trampoline because this guy's on it. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Literally. Oh boy. Oh boy. Please. Please do not. Alright, so let's see what's left. Final star chip is up here on the screw that we pounded down. And we're gonna get the H out of here because this has been dangerous. So here's the intended place we're supposed to be. We have a little bit of a tricky objective. I don't know why I said it like that, but anyway. We have to collect the silver stars. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, well the silver stars aren't really too difficult to collect. There's only 5 of them. It's kind of, more of an introductory collect-a-thon item. This mission is not tough now, but there will be one later on that is very similar, that is absurdly difficult. It's going to be one of those almost guaranteed missions that I will not be able to do in a reasonable amount of time, and I will probably be... I might even do post-commentary on that one. You'll understand what I mean when I bring it up. And quite a while from now, actually. That's probably not going to be until the final third of the series. I think. For my sanity, at least. I wouldn't say I'm dreading it, but I know that I'm not excited about it, so... But we're gonna do our best. Give it the old college try. So we've got a good amount done in these 3 galaxies. We'll take on the boss in a little bit. I'm gonna do the Bone Fin Galaxy. Be a cool name for a death metal band. Welcome to the stage, it's Bone Fin. I can see that being kind of a cool thing. Maybe have all of your music be aquatic themed. This is the King Finn's Fearsome Waters. So fearsome. I'm gonna shush for a moment just because the music here is really good. So out of that very gaseous, looks like a beehole, we're given this cinematic. This is King Finn. It's actually a pretty cool Pretty cool mini boss, I'd say. I think it's pretty fun. We've had a similar mission to this one already where we were tasked with fighting the eel. Oh, there was a couple of them actually, or maybe 3, I don't know. Fighting those eels. So this is it's the similar idea where King Finn's gonna float around. I'm not entirely sure how he's alive, but he's gonna be floating around with his torpedo minions, who I believe are a new item, or not item, a new enemy for this game. I don't believe they're in any previous Mario, but they might be. Actually, I think that there might be similar kind of torpedo fish in like Super Mario World, but I don't know if it's the same. So King Finn, he's just gonna kind of peruse around the island, or the sphere, whatever this is. So just take your shells and throw them at him. Try not to get hit in the process. His torpedo buddies will home to you, so you can hit him 3 times and it makes him real heckin' mad. He's gonna make more of his torpedo buddies come at you. So get yourself grooving, get yourself out of there, swimming away if you need to. There is a life shroom right there as well, so that's pretty useful. I really like the design of King Finn. Kind of reminds me of like a Zelda boss. Off the top of my head, I can't think of exactly what I mean, but this boss in general isn't really too tough. He just takes a lot of hits, which can be kind of annoying. As long as you've got access to a shell and you're by bubbles, you'll be okay. That's an important thing to remember, is always refill your health. So that's 5 hits. And we have ruined his day. That was somebody's skeletal whale grandpa, and we just blew him to Kingdom Come. So he gone. But anyway, we'll take the star eventually. Okay, if you just want to, okay. I can't really see what I'm doing here. There we go. That's the one downside to trying to swim vertically, is you can't really see depth perception. That is 2 stars already. That feels pretty awesome. We're doing all right. I think it's time we did a little bit of a boss. We'll see what we got here. Actually, you know what? It's not, I think I will hold off on that just temporarily. Because I almost want to start the next episode with that, and then we can do the finale. And by finale, I mean like doing the boss, not actually the finale. The quote-unquote final boss. The finale of this series is not going to be for a long time. So don't worry, for those of you who thought I was checking out early. I am not. You're in good hands, as per usual. So this mission is, how do I say, tedious. You think to yourself, okay, well, it must not be too bad, you know. You're in a beautiful beach landscape. You got this super fun and relaxing music in the background. You're trying to get some silver stars. What about this could be anything but paradise? Well, part of the issue that I have with this mission is just that it's long, and it is a little frustrating how spread out everything is. It does take a bit, but there's plenty of star bits, which is nice. Takes a bit to get the star bats, as I have said previously. So there's another silver star up here, which we can only acquire by the most efficient and enjoyable method of transportation, the pull star, or sling star, or whatever it's called, my favorite. I do like watching Mario's little bee wings flip-flap. You can actually see the majority of the silver stars. There's one over there and one over there. And then there's one at the top of that tree. So getting to the stars themselves isn't the issue. You know, they're not difficult to get. The downside is just that they are so far apart that this takes a while to do. Especially if, you know, this is your first time playing this mission and you don't see them right away. I remember when I played this a long time ago, when I had first booted this back up, and for some reason, I could not remember that there was a silver star up on this tree. I have no idea why. That was so perplexing to me, but I just could not figure it out. And I spent a lot of time, a lot of unnecessary time, trying to, you know, sail around and, or I guess swim around. We're not really sailing, but you get what I'm saying. So, I guess that's anecdotal evidence. I shouldn't really hold it against people who enjoy this mission just because I'm naive and oblivious sometimes, as I'm known to be when playing Mario Galaxy at such a high level. So we got 2 more of those stars to get. One was on the weird plug-shaped thing in the sort of middle of this area. So we'll get to that. I'm about to lose my power up. Okay. It's actually faster to swim, but I think B Mario is fun, so when things go correctly, I think it's a decent addition to this game. It doesn't really feel, you know, kind of groundbreaking or anything, but I actually think I'm gonna want it to try to ascend the tree, so I'm gonna go back over here real quick and grab it as my control stick decides to spin me in a circle. That's actually becoming a thing that I don't think it's not related to a Joy-Con issue. I'm using my Joy-Cons today, but I've had that issue with my Pro controller as well. I don't know if it's happened to anybody else. If it has, let me know. Not that it really matters. It just, you know, with this Let's Play and then with the Let's Play of Link's Awakening, I did have some control issues where I would wind up just spinning in circles a lot. That's kind of annoying, but, you know, you make do. All of us pro gamers who are, you know, reliant on our high level of skill and we don't make mistakes, that's just what you gotta do, to be honest, you know, just you make the best with what you have and you just show the world that you're not gonna let your control scheme get the best of you. Also, I didn't realize that was on my head for a second, and I thought I was having more control issues, not having my essence sucked out of my head. All right, so the final thing we have to do is get to that platform in the middle, and I don't 100% remember how to do that, so we're gonna figure it out here in a second. I believe there's a cannon system down here as we fall down this tree. There's something back here that we may be able to utilize. Okay. So I think this will get us where we're going. I think there's a pipe that actually takes us over there. So we'll see. I didn't want to pre-play it. We can hang out here with Guppy as we ram into his butt. So let's just be respectful of people's butts, not ram into them without their permission. All right, so that looks like that'll take us there if we hop in this slipstream. Okay, I'm not sure about the physics of that or if that's even possible, but hey, we'll take it. We're on the bobber, we're on the plug. After running into Golly's behind. We're gonna catch all of these music notes. And our reward is a life, so that was definitely useful. Because what would we do without those? Sometimes people tell me to get a life, and then I say, I just might. Here's our final star. All 5 of them are going to converge like Captain Planet and not be anywhere near where we are right now. But thankfully the game throws us a bone. It's like, hey, we know that you're probably going to get here last. How about a launch star? The only downside is we still have to actually go and swim back to the OG island, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But hey, whatever. We'll just grab ourselves a shell. Go for a little stroll. Enjoy the underwater theme. Do 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 do. Nothing wrong with that. Do a little trickeration. I think this is where it was. Wasn't it? I can't tell. Did I just pass it entirely? I did. All right. So that was awesome. Fully intended. I was just trying to actually spend a little bit more time in this galaxy because I love it so much. I love it so much that I'm having trouble with collision on the island. Great. It's all worth it in the end, folks. With all this fun we're having together, playing our favorite game on our favorite level. All right. We did find it, thanks. And we're gonna do some shenanigans and grab it. That wasn't too bad. We actually can go in and finish this galaxy because I have not done that Hungry Luma. This galaxy has quite a few stars to it, which I think is kind of interesting. And we get a new storybook chapter, just what I needed. Yes. So there actually is a quote-unquote hidden star, which can be obtained in that same mission. It tells you as well, which is nice. It would be kind of a butt if it didn't. Galaxy 2 has a system of hidden stars that it doesn't tell you about. So keep that in mind. This is one that you're going to want to grab a shell for because we're swimming. We're going to head back to where there was that Hungry Luma and give him a little visit. We're actually going to need to collect some star bats, which is for our health. Technically it is, because you do get a life after 50, so... Who knew that eating delicious candy crystals could do so much for us? We'll make sure that we've got our healing crystals and our essential oils, keeping us in great shape. Let's see how many this boy needs. Sir? Is it 50? Oh, great. Well, look how many we have, guys. Not enough. Let's see if we can squeeze one more out of this bush. No? Cool. Super cool and fun. Super great. Awesome. Amazing. Okay, so there we go. That'll do it. We just had to get some distance snacking. So once again, reticle locked on. He's overeating like gets the 50s. Clean that plate. And he explodes right into that black hole, so rest in peace. It's actually kind of interesting that we wind up doing this galaxy in the same day that we're doing the Mario Toy Time Galaxy one, which has similar platforms of disappearance. So you have to collect all of these music notes that are winding around the galaxy. I'm probably going to do this incorrectly, but we'll find out here in a second. You're just going to wind your way around and collect all of these boys. There's probably a really good pattern to take and do if you do it correctly, but I am just kind of winging it. So my impending doom is probably drawing near. I can feel it in my bones. Thankfully, though, you do have the saving grace of the Luma jump, so Oh, this is bad. Oh boy. Can we make it? Oh, okay. Whew. These are the last ones, I think. All right. You do that, the black hole disappears. Hopefully you can fall safely down into where the star is. It'd be kind of a pain in the butt if you made all that progress and then the game just kind of launches you into nowhere and you die. Thankfully that did not happen though. So that seaside galaxy is donezo. Hurry, he's hungry. That sounds like me. I am very much a person where when I'm hungry, when I'm famished, when I'm looking for a meal, you better get out the way, because a man's hungry and he's hangry. You won't like me when I'm hangry. Alright, so we're actually just going to do... We're going to do a Spring Mario mission here. This one's not too bad. It is kind of fun. It's got plenty of desserts and a little mini boss along the way. We'll knock out Toy Time Galaxy while we're at it. Trains are going exceptionally faster. So Captain Toad is ready for dessert, and he is not playing around at all. And that leads me to another theory that the star bits are meant to be like candy or something, because they were on that spoon. Unless it's, you know, a reference to Brown Town, but who knows. So we're trying to wall jump in between these cakes as Spring Mario. Not the easiest thing to do, but not totally unmanageable. The only downside is that it's very kind of unpredictable. It's very easy to get stuck here too if you don't give yourself enough room to jump. You have to kind of pull the momentum with you prior to making your jump. So you have to hold the control stick and take the jump away from the area. So we're gonna go all the way down here. Thankfully Mario is... his body has been turned into a shock absorber, because I feel like that would probably have murdered him. Oop, that was close. It's not really a good idea to jump from incredibly tall heights, everybody, because your bones will not thank you for that. So we're trying to climb up this spoon here. I don't think that's the way that this game wants me to do that, so instead, I'm going to play as intended. No more sequence breaking in this delicious cake-filled world. Oh boy. This one's a little tricky. You gotta weave your way around these forks. What a great utensil. Team fork all day. Oh boy. Ooh, we should be dead. Okay. So the game finally felt bad for us. And it temporarily takes away our spring ability. Ooh. Oh, that's not... Nope, that's not the way that you want to go. Nope. Thankfully, there is a little bit of gravity here that's keeping you onto the initial platforms. There are those ice boys from before. If you remember them from the Freeze Flame Galaxy. Those will become increasingly more present as the game nears the conclusion of stars required. You'll understand what that means when we get there. Just a little teaser for you. Oh. Well. Talk about shooting the gap. That is not where we were supposed to go. So yeah, this one's a little tricky just because, once again, this is a bit of a depth perception issue. At least for me. You're going to want to make sure that you're facing the direction that you intend to jump before you make the jump. Typically, the game is nice enough to give you the benefit of the doubt in the direction that you choose. So that's nice, at least. You know, it's not random. It's not like, hey, you know, figure it out kind of thing. Ooh, oh boy. So that ice skating mechanic is fun, but it is definitely dangerous right there. And I don't really appreciate it. It can kind of lure you into a false sense of what you need to be doing. you must think, oh, hey, I gotta ice skate. You can probably ice skate through all of those if you want, but the moment you come into contact with one of those weird Goomba things, that's gonna ruin your day, I'd say. I think there was a life shroom or something on the other end of that, but I'm gonna try to get all these star bits. Oh, okay. Oh, I just died. I need to make a fail compilation. That would have been a good one for it. At least the game is kind enough to checkpoint us back here. Okay, so there's a life shroom, which is nice. I'm actually gonna grab it this time around because I know it's coming, and I would like to not spend 10 plus minutes on this mission. But hey, what's the point of having 6 lives if you can't, you know, do things right the first time? So that's actually a really good source of star bits too. Yeah, Toy Time Galaxy is the real deal, for sure. So the game is gonna test your platforming prowess. I believe this just gives us a life, but you get a sped up underground theme, which is fun. Okay, so prize awarded. Another life. Good thing too, because we were running short with our goofs and gaffs. But Mario's doing good. He's yippee-ing, all right? He's a yippee-ki-yay. So you're gonna do some platforming on these. I don't know if these are sporks or spoons or whatever they are, but you're gonna want to just be careful. Our goal here is to blow out these candles before these boys try to light them back up. You get a little jingle jangle. I have no idea what Toad just said. I don't know if there's ever a mechanic in other levels where you're expected to blow out candles on a cake, but if that's your thing, if you're a big cake candle blower outer, live your dreams. Like, go at it. You do you, all right? So already, we're almost at 250, and we've got a mini boss battle with this electrified Monty Mole, which we are not going to be able to do on our own, so we need a little help, and you can see where we're getting that help from. A power-up that is certainly not going to make this any more difficult than it already is. And we almost already just messed it up. So this is a mission that you're going to want to be very careful when you're aiming Spring Mario and you're trying to get up to the top of the tower here. I did not know there was a life up there, so that was just kind of an unintended bonus. All right, we'll take it. Collect all these star bits. Got 258, so this is a great mission for star bit collectory. I gotta see where I'm going here. So those electric shocks, if they hit you, they obviously will knock you out of the spring suit. Any sort of contact with the electricity, the little fire bursters, the thing being on. Oh, I could have stayed up there. Whoops. All right, well, this is going well. We started out hot, guys. We started out really well, and now we're just goofing it up. We're just goofing. We're boot scoot goofing. All right. So you can't touch him, obviously, when he's electrified. But this should do it. Oh, just kidding. Oh, please. Get out of here, game. Come on. This is good, though. We'll butt stomp him into oblivion. Destroy his little contraption. That was pretty close. That's actually a really nice way to end this episode. But we also don't have a way to get up there, so whoops. Go back and get the spring suit one last time as a kind of screw you from the game. And not fall off the galaxy itself. All right. So that's an even 60 stars. 2 galaxies completed in this episode. So we're going to be taken back to the Comet Observatory to show us the countdown for the final star. Could have done that with a boss. I did not know it did that, so oops. But we got a ton of star bits. And that's just telling us that the final boss is nigh. So Rosalina's going to yap at us for a little bit. So you didn't actually need to get that final boss star. You just need to get 60. But we're going to wait. And we'll do that next time. So everybody, thank you for joining me. It's been a blast. Hope you had a good time. I know I did. I'll see you next time. Bye.